All right, let's go back to the lead because as Danica tries to maintain station and get to that first all-important pit stop, Tony Stewart is pulling the second group into contact with the first group.
Yeah, it won't be long. He'll be up there in that lead pack.
Right now, he is 2.2 seconds back from Kevin Harvick. While Tony tries to reel in the field, Kevin Harvick's trying to figure out what's going to happen on this first round of pit stops. What's the plan in their pit, Doc?
Well, Marty, a year ago, Kevin Harvick driving his own car. They got it done on the racetrack, but at times the Achilles heel for this team was what happened on pit road. You see, Kevin Harvick would borrow or lease a crew from a Cup team to do his car on Saturday. That all changed over the winter. Kevin bit the bullet and hired an entire pit crew, and they practiced 3 days a week at the shop with the trainer. How much will that make a difference? Well, we're going to find out the moment of truth about 10 laps away.
Well, Harvick in control right now as he leads Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch here at Daytona with a lot of laps left. Back here at Daytona International Speedway, where Kyle Busch has jumped up to second position while we were in the commercial break, and Tony Stewart has brought the freight train along with him. Look at this group that is tightened up here at Daytona at the top four. Take a look from high above, get you the perspective. Our aerial coverage brought to you by DirecTV. DirecTV, it'll change your life. Just call 1-800-DirecTV. So let's reset it for you. It's Harvick, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano third, Junior is fourth, Dale Jr., Carl Edwards fifth, Tony Stewart is now sixth, and in seventh is Greg Biffle. And it is going to get a lot more interesting. There's Carl Edwards. He sort of got shuffled back right as we went to break. And now he has fallen into the clutches of Tony Stewart. That's lap traffic down below him. The 81 of Michael McDowell, who is 7 laps off the pace.
We've gotten to that point in the run where the tires have enough wear on them that they're having to lift off the throttle just a little bit in the corners. And you can see some of the better handling cars now moving their way to the front. You see the 18 cars made his way to second.
The 38 right behind this group. There he is, Casey Kane. He's also in this mix as well. And we'll still tell you, give you an update. There's still only the 4 cars that have crashed out of this event that have pulled behind the wall into the garage area. So starting park's not been a problem today.
No. Tony's been able to make this move to catch this front pack with Greg Biffle there in the 27 car helping push him. Greg's been able to stay right with him most of the time.
That's a lap car right there. You see Tony passing Mike Wallace.
Biffle gets under the 01 as well. Now Danica is 34th right now. Let's listen in on the radio.
I'm trying. He got such a big loss of speed out of 4 that I could pass him, and then, you know, it's just one or the other.
Yeah, drafted when that happens. Neither one of you got enough help to where you can do anything, so when that happens, you just got to roll up out of the throttle, touch his bumper, and push him. Because you're trying to catch that pack in front of you. Y'all trying to work as a team together to get back up there.
Okay.
And if the first time she does that, I guarantee you she's never done that in an Indy car.
Well, she's finding a lot of things here today.
No, they don't. Okay, we're getting closer to pit stops here as we are working lap number 37 of 120. And your race leader is Kevin Harvick, but this one is far from over. Kevin Harvick has led 34 of the 39 laps we've completed here in the Drive for COPD 300 at Daytona. Right behind him, though, is the defending series champion, Kyle Busch, followed by Joey Logano, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Tony Stewart has moved up into 5th, and he's got the high line right here.
Yeah, Tony's been on the bottom of the racetrack most of the time, but sometimes you stay down there that long, you'll wear that right front tire out a little bit. So Tony may be moving up to free his car up just a little. See as he's going by Joey Logano here, gets a nice pull.
Yeah, you see Logano losing a couple of spots. That's usually a product of having to get out of the throttle coming off the corner previous, and you lose so much momentum down the next straightaway. So a lot of cars, a lot of drivers out there struggling with the handling.
And you want to know why we talked about Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. with the last 8 wins. Look where they are. Kyle Busch is second. They've got the other 3 spots.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Kyle Busch has probably been saying all week, you know, they talk about this stuff, and my name's never mentioned about this. And even though he's someone we should, he's led laps here before, and he's certainly been right in the mix. He was on Tony's bumper last year, tried to give him a little push to get his Daytona trophy. But, you know, that's 4 of the best right there running in that top 4. Of course, Biffle has a cup win here.
And we're showing those viewers who may have just tuned in where Danica Patrick is. A lot of people are watching for the first time that may not have watched before. She's on the verge, though, of potentially going a lap down. She really needs a caution to stay on the lead lap, or she probably will lose it come pit stops.
Yeah, looks like Stewart's going to get another spot from Dale Earnhardt Jr. right here. Got a nice run in the corner on the high side. I think he's going to be able to clear Junior.
And Biffle's coming right along with him in the 27.
Yeah, Tony looks like he just hasn't had to come out of the throttle, and Biffle's sticking right there with him. They're just making pass every lap.
Did I see a gesture by Harvick there? Was he trying to signal something to Kyle Busch? Did he?
Yeah, they're coming up on pit stops. It won't be long. He'll be making his, so they're going to be using some hand signals to get themselves in position.
Boy, look at this. From 32nd at the start of the race, Tony has got a run on Kyle. He's going to look to the inside going into 3.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah, there. I thought I saw him waving his hand.
He's going to come in this time. And to make sure he doesn't get run over. This is a very critical point of the race, and trying to get on pit road is so hard without getting run over.
Yeah, that might be what Tony, the reason he went to the bottom. Yeah, he's going to pit with Harvick.
So the teammates, car owner Kevin Harvick and his driver in the number 4, Tony Stewart, will come down together. So will Greg Biffle, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Carl Edwards. Doc, it's all yours.
Let's see if Kevin Harvick's offseason investment in a pit crew does pay off. He said 4 tires, guys. No adjustments. The car is that good. Dave.
The 4-car of Tony Stewart says it feels like it's sagging on the right rear, needs to be popped up a little bit. They talked about a track bar adjustment, but then Smoke waved off on that and said, I want to go for wedge. 4 tires for him. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in as well with a loose race car. They'll fix that. Jamie?
Carl Edwards says he's just a tick tight. He actually has to lift coming off 2. Wedge adjustment, air pressure adjustment, 4 tires. He wants a room temperature bottle of water, and he's down and away. Oh, he stalls it. Uncharacteristic of Carl Edwards. He is down and away, guys.
Well, it looks like you're having some trouble getting the cobwebs kind of blown out here. All the pit crews, a few mistakes, and now you see even a mistake by Carl Edwards.
Yeah, we saw the tire roll off from Tony's crew. They were able to get it back before he pulled out, so no penalty. Now, John West Townley, watch the 21 back of your screen on the left side, and he ran out of a little bit of racing room there, and boop, see that.
Well, he did need to be up beside that 6 car. He needs to follow him in there.
Jamie, let's check in with you on this.
Oh, we have a couple of teammates, Braun Racing teammates pitting now. The 38 is, of course, Casey Kane. He says his car is just a tick tight as well. 4 tires, fuel, and they're going to make an air pressure adjustment. The 32 of Brian Vickers, his teammate. We'll see him in this car 8 times. No adjustment, says the car is handling great. They're just down on speed. 4 tires for that bright yellow car of Brian Vickers.
And we can tell you John West Townley's going to get a pass through for running over the cone. He was 11th when he came into the pit. So that's going to hurt him there. And you can see we still have Kyle Busch and Joey Logano, Brian Vickers, Casey Kane, Michael Annett, Scott Riggs. These guys have yet to pit. Let's check in once again with Doc.
And here's Joey Logano on pit road. They are going to make a chassis adjustment. Joey said this car is in a 4-wheel drift in the corner, a 4-wheel slide. He said, free it up a little bit so I can get the car to turn and be consistent. He wanted to wait a lap or 2. Uneventful stop for Logano.
So as Joey comes back out right behind him, there you see John West Townley as he is doing his pass-through penalty. And we're waiting to see when Kyle Busch will drop below the line to bring it in for his pit stop.
That penalty was for hitting that cone. You can't hit that cone that signifies where the pit road speed starts. Here comes Kyle onto pit road now.
So as the 18 comes in, we get word that the 62 of Brendan Gaughan is going to get a penalty for a pit road equipment violation. Let's check in with Dave Burns.
18 of Kyle Busch is in now. What he wanted from the car, it actually got pretty balanced over that run. The nose was floating at first, but then the tire wear caught up with it, and it was fairly balanced. But that chassis adjustment in the back window, that's to help the car be a little bit freer at the start of the run. Just a little bit looser so it comes around better in these turns. Brendan Gaughan goes by for his pass-through penalty, and off of pit road goes Kyle Busch.
Pretty darn good pit time there, 15.2.
Yeah, no problems right there. Everything looked pretty clean. He's going to have to blend in with the cars now that did pit. You see Danica Patrick now making her first green flag pit stop.
Away. Right there, 4,000.
She looks like she's running awful
All the way
fast
down,
pit
4,000.
road speed. I don't know.